all our bodies want to do is survive. It doesn't care about your feelings, it doesn't care about what happened to you that day. All it cares about is Susan. Like, I just want to survive. Are you doing everything so that we can survive? Because it's you and me. Let's get into this. I remember like it was yesterday when I was getting certified, and we were out in Philly. There was a group of, I think, about 20, 25 of us in the classroom. We were there like all day. Our instructor, he was so funny. He's so funny. He was talking about, we were going over study materials before we took the test. And he was like, what is the number one thing that your body wants to do? So you raise our hand, oh, it just wants to be healthy. Wrong. Oh, it wants to be active. Wrong. Anyone else? And so we were kind of like, what? Because even I was like, yo, it wants to be like in optimal condition, right? So that there's no problems. He was like, your body just wants to survive. That's it. So if your body thinks that all this activity is what's required to survive, then it will do its best to survive. And to be honest, that left a deep impression on me. And it's something that I've told my clients, and it still is true. ADL's activities of daily living, that's what we all want to strive for. And it seems like it's something so minuscule, like, I think I mentioned this in a video before. I think it was the seniors video that I shared with us. We were talking about we don't want to have to like hold the railing to get up off the toilet seat when we get older. We just want to get up off the toilet seat. We've been doing that for 6 decades already. We don't want to be holding on to that. We don't want a ramp to go down the stair. We don't want that. We just want to be walking around like we've been doing our entire lives, right? So our strength is important. Our instructor followed this up with kind of a scary story, but it's not at all inaccurate. So we're just gonna use the Susan, right? So Susan is struggling with weight loss, and Susan's like, I know I gotta lose this weight, but it's just one more meal out with the girls. It's not really gonna be a big deal. So she gets, and it's not even that big of a meal. It's just what's in it, right? And so we are what happens to us over time, compounded over time. So if we keep doing the same thing over time, that's gonna dictate our lifestyle. So after that night, her body's like, you know what? I'm really tired of you giving us this crap. So I hope you like diabetes too, because you got diabetes type 2. We told you to stop playing with us, Susan. This Susan's body talking to her. We told you to stop playing with us, Susan, but you kept doing it. So now you gotta suffer the consequences. And Susan's like, dang, I was just playing. But nah, your body wasn't playing. Your body don't care about what you think. Your body doesn't care about your emotional state. It just wants to survive. Gets the medications for type 2. A couple months later, eating a meal, bad food. Thought she would have learned a lesson. Now our body's like, Susan, yo, we tired. We're tired of you doing this. We're tired, yo. So check this out. Where's that switch at? Where's that control board at? Oh, heart attack. Ah, all right. Yeah, switch that. Heart attack. Ooh, Susan had a heart attack. Or that high cholesterol and stuff that built up over time. And eventually it reaches breaking point. Has nothing to do with the physique. We talking about internally. We talking about actual health, right? Talking about actual health. She goes to the ER. She's safe. She's good. So she's like, yo, I cannot do that again. We are our habits. So a couple months go by, and whatever the vice is that has caused her health state, she continues those bad behaviors. Her body's like, yo, we tried to tell you. But yo, we're done. Susan, we're done. We gave you 2 chances to stop. 3rd time's a charm. Yo, where's it at? Nope. Where's it at? Nope. Yep, stroke. Yep, that's it. We tried it. Sorry, nope, too late. Stroke. Done. Game over. Now, while this is mainly a health story, the same is true for our strength. Our body wants to be strong. Think about it, right? Our physique. Who's more likely to get attacked? Kids, an adult, middle-aged adult, or seniors, right? Kids and seniors are the most likely to run into some physical bullshit. The most likely. Not to say that you can't run into some BS as an adult, as a middle-aged adult. Not to say you can't run into that, but the chances are higher that if you're a little kid, somebody's trying to scoop you up. If you're a senior and they see you, you're easy prey to them, you know, just walking down the street, just, you know, fumbling for the keys and just trying to open up the door. You know, somebody 1 a.m. that night, like, ooh, easy prey. Let me scoop up that pocketbook, man. People say that your strength doesn't matter. I don't know where they're getting that from, yo. Your strength matters. At the end of the day, there's not much that matters more than your own strength. You could take those words to the bank. There's stuff that comes close, and the older we get, the more it matters. So let's go back to that scenario from before, right? Let's just say you got person A. Dude just got out the club. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. There's still people out. But as he gets closer to his car, he's walking away from where the crowds of people are at. There's still people around, but it's just kind of scatters. So he's walking like this. You know, chin is up. Look like he got a little bit of swag. And a predator is out, and they're trying to make a score, trying to pick this dude's wallet. Not to say that he wouldn't be attacked, but chances are the predator's probably not going to go for him and look for somebody easier prey. Maybe with a little weaker body language. Because take person B, right? We got somebody that's kind of like, you know, maybe it's a senior, right? Like I said before, just fumbling to get the keys, man. So that's easy prey. You're bleeding in shark-infested waters. Who's the easier prey? So when you're strong, you don't be out here like this. I've seen older guys, older ladies, whose posture is like this. The chances of them being messed with are lower. And you just have more of a swag with you when you got strength. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't have to be like, I'm not talking about physique so much, but I'm gonna tell you what, a thief or a robber is less likely to attack a 6'2", 240-pound bruiser on the street than a 65-year-old man who his posture's messed up. You know what I'm saying? He just looked like a target. Tell y'all a story. So there's a local club slash restaurant out here where we live called Arugas, right? So this was like 3-4 years ago. And so I'm out there, I'm waiting for my friend to show up. So I'm at the bar, they just turned on the lights. So it's about to transition from restaurant to club mode. I got my beer, I just ordered my beer. So I'm just chilling at the bar. My phone's out here, but I'm not really like on my phone. I'm just kind of just chilling, just taking it. I like to people watch, Like I didn't notice that like somebody was behind me. So all I did was like, I just kind of shifted my feet. Like I just shifted my gait a little bit. And so I just took a slight step to the left and I stepped on someone's shoe. And I was like, oh man, I didn't even know somebody was behind me. So I turned around and I was like, oh man, I'm sorry dude, I didn't know you were there. Dude's like, he was pretty tall, I'll be honest. I'm 5'9". So he's about like 6'3" or something, but he's really thin. And he had a friend with him who was like shorter than me, and I didn't really care about him. I didn't care about either of them. He responded with, yo, you stepped on my shoe. And I was like, yeah, my bad, dude. I didn't know you were behind me. And he was like, yo, my shoe. I'm not gonna hold you. Them shoes were okay. I mean, I could see why he was a little bit upset, but I didn't know he was behind you. You shouldn't have been standing so close to me anyway. It's not like the place was packed at that moment. And so I was just like, you good? And he was like, yo, what do you mean I'm good? Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. And I was like, well, as long as you're good. And I turned back around and I kept drinking my drink. Now, I'm not gonna leave myself defenseless. I could see his reflection off the beer glass. So I'm like watching to see if he do something stupid. So his boy's there and he's just like, you know what I'm saying? Cause I could see them both. I'm turned away from them. They're behind me right now. But let me tell you what, I was wearing a cutoff t-shirt that day. And I guarantee you, if I didn't spend the last, at that time, like 8 to 10 years lifting, that would have been some shit. That would have been some shit. If I didn't look the part, that 100% would have been a fight. Cause he'd been like, yo, I'm 6'3", I could take this dude. The hell you can right now though. So, and they think that, so they're looking. I'm telling you, your strength matters. It doesn't matter who you are, seriously. And I'm gonna relate this all back to the ISO chain. So with the ISO chain, there's 3 main types of training that we can perform on it, but they're like 3 main categories, but they're like subcategories underneath. You know, the strength slash hypertrophy, and I guess there's for the endurance. I keep forgetting that one. So if you're training for strength, your body might not show too much size or definition, but you're stronger. If some BS did pop off, you can handle yourself, no matter who you are. Or at least you'd have enough strength to escape from a nasty, potentially nasty situation versus just automatically losing, you know, and potentially getting hurt or killed just because somebody's having a bad night, or maybe they had one too many, like the guy I was talking about. Like, why should we have to because someone else is having a bad time? No, this is one of the many reasons why it's important for us to be strong. And yes, having size can ward off a lot of potential attackers. Not to get too much into martial arts because it's not a martial arts channel, even though I love martial arts. Our strength matters, especially as we get older, we become more of a target. So it's really important that we take our strength training seriously. You know what I'm saying? And I really believe that the ISO chain will really help us in that regard. So you don't want to run into somebody who, hey, you stepped on my shoe. You know what I'm saying? But whether it's a physique to ward off potential attackers via intimidation, whether it's just helping us with ADLs, activities of daily living, just living our life without having to use aids, our posture to also prevent attackers, just like with the physique that prevents attackers via intimidation, and just to have enough strength to maybe just escape from some potential BS. Maybe there's a car coming, and if you're too weak, you can't move out of the way in time and you get clipped or hit. You know, and if you're strong, you can get out of the way of some potential. This is like a really generic type video, but I really feel like with the gains that we're getting off the ISO chain, I really wanted to just drop this kind of like a personal from me to the squad. And actually, I want to know some of your instances. I love stories. Anyone from the squad, do you have any stories of how strength may have gotten you out of a situation? We'd love to hear it. If you please drop your comment down below. Love to hear it. If you found this entertaining or helpful in some way, thanks for watching. Be sure to drop that like, and if you're not yet part of the squad, hit that subscribe button. Come join the squad with us. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Combat fatality in your face blood.